Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the Battle of Fate challenge in the Legendary Vegeta event, otherwise known, or the correct name is the Fighting Legend Vegeta event. So basically, this category's got quite a big buff recently. It is technically led by the Strength Kid Buu. But we are not going to use a team that runs on the Strength Kid Buu because, I don't have him, and neither do I have the Super Saiyan 2 Goku. So instead, I am using an all Giant Ape Power team. So I'm actually using a all Giant Ape Power team, and we're going to be using the LR Strength Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. We're also going to be using an LR AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We're going to be using a friend LR Physical Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. And we're also going to be using a Int SS4 Gogeta. Alongside that, we are also going to be using, you guessed it, even more Super Saiyan 4 units in the form of the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and the Strength Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We're also going to use the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So if you heard the amount of Super Saiyan 4s, understand that there's a lot of Super Saiyan 4s in this team. Now fortunately it does make the battle pretty quick. I think this whole run with preview and with end comments takes around 12 minutes or so. So it's a really quick run. This team is very high damage. And yeah, just in general it's very strong. Now you don't have to use this team. Ideally you have the Super Saiyan 2 Goku or the Strength Buu, and you can run a team under them. There are tons of great units on this team, but not all of them has such great synergy. So you're going to want to probably look at running some kind of synergistic team. Whether you run like Super Saiyan 2 Goku with Namek Goku and the other Super Saiyan 3 Gokus, or whether you run, for example, like an all extreme team under the Kid Buu. A couple freezers are there, full power freezers there, the AGL one, Cell is there, the Incel, Super 17 is there. So there's like an interesting team that you can kind of make. But yeah, generally speaking, the team doesn't have the world's greatest synergy. So try and look within the category to build your own kind of subset of the team. And Android's one is pretty good. I think you've got Super 17, the Tech one. You've got Incel. You've got Tech. So you've got AGL Super 17. Actually, Android's is pretty ass. Don't run Android's Battle of Fate. It's not gonna work. You can do like a Zamasu cross Android's one. You can do a Frieza cross Android's one. That one could be pretty interesting. But yeah, overall, it is a pretty wonky category from that respect. There's like teams within the category, or you can just do a half and half. Maybe do something like the Goku with 3 super units and then run a second rotation of like Tech Super 17 and the AGL Super 17. Even if they don't link, it doesn't really matter too much. Maybe you want to run something like the Android's units maybe. But yeah, just in general, try find something that works. You'll probably have a better time. I would avoid using units like the AGL MUI Goku. I think for the most part he's decent, but I think he could definitely struggle as well. Obviously because evasion is disabled in the final phase. But yeah, overall I think the team I took works pretty well. So if you want to copy this build, I think it's a pretty good one, especially considering a lot of these units were from the 7th anniversary, so you shouldn't really have too much of an issue running them, especially if you have the physical LR SS4s, unlike myself. Then you're going to have a more than easy enough time running this whole team. If you don't have any of these units, there are still some pretty decent replacements. You can use units like Omega Shenron, physical Omega Shenron. He falls under the fused. I think he's on fused. No, he's not on fused fighters. That's on Legends. You could run a Shadow Dragon Saga team if you need to. There's plenty of Shadow Dragon Saga units. You can run Omega Shenron, you can run the 2 SS4 Alar Boys, you can run the Int SS4 Gogeta, you can run the GT Duo, you can run a full Shadow Dragons team pretty easily, and you'll probably have a pretty decent time here. Alternatively, you can run like a Future Saga team, or a Realm of the Gods based team. There's plenty of great Realm of the Gods units. You've got the AGL Goku, you've got the Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, you've got the physical Super Saiyan Blue Goku, you've got the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta as well. So you've got a pretty strong Realm of the Gods team. You've also got the Beerus Realm of the Gods lead. You've got the Int MUI Goku Realm of the Gods lead. So you've got a pretty strong Realm of the Gods team, I think, which you can definitely use. So yeah, overall I think you've got some decent enough selections to make it work. Reps of Universe 7, I think maybe could work. Depends, if you have... You could run MUI Goku, AGL MUI Goku, who I just said you probably shouldn't run, but I guess you can run them. The physical Android 17 and the Golden Frieza, I don't think... Oh yeah, and you can run the Tech Goku and Frieza. You could run the Jiren full power. I mean, I guess you could run it if you want to, but I just don't think it's necessary. In terms of my team, I think my team works pretty well. Obviously we run the LR SS4s as one rotation. Yeah, there's a chance for them to take damage before they super, but generally speaking they're quite fine. They also obviously have that counter and evasion, which is really, really strong. Then we also obviously have the 7th year anniversary LR, who's just going to tear things up. We're going to transform him into Gogeta when we can, because he's very, very strong. We've got the SS4 Tech Gogeta, also a pretty strong unit. Obviously the thing about him, is to maintain his 50% uptime of his attack and defense bonus. But yeah, generally speaking, he's pretty strong. So he's a really cool pairing unit to use. Plus, it's always cool to use a full SS4 team. And then we have the Int SS4 Gogeta. So I recently got a dupe in this guy, and that dupe does make him a lot better. But yeah, he's generally pretty strong. I think for the most part he's actually pretty reliable. I think he does a lot overall, so he's pretty strong. Plus he's got his active skill, which you can use and will make him even stronger as well, and to do increased damage, which is always pretty great. So yeah, overall I think this team ran everything pretty smooth. If you want to use this exact team, you definitely can. I think, like I said, if you're looking for substitutes, it's a little bit thin, just because there's not too many more SS4 units. But if you are missing some units, you can definitely run a full Shadow Dragon Saga team under double Omega Shenrons or something, and you should be more than fine. Are there any other units I would put in here? Probably not. I think this team works as good as it should. And I think generally speaking it's pretty strong. I really quite like this team, so I'm actually really happy with its overall performance and just how well it does in general. So you can see, we are pretty much nailing this whole fight here. We're going to use the active skills from the SS4 units as well, so we're just going to have complete control over this fight. The active skills are going to do some pretty mad damage, some pretty good stuff. So yeah, I'm honestly actually pretty chuffed with how well the team did. It just teared through the event. It just did so much damage. Now obviously I'm very fortunate I have the LR SS4s rainbowed. I think the LR SS4s are fine defensively, even at 55%. I do think you have to probably pop an item when you are using the Strength Vegeta in this final phase, just because, without being rainbowed and all his max link levels and everything, I think he probably would take too much damage. But yeah, they should be fine at 55%. It's just going to depend on, you know, it's just going to depend on how lucky you get. Like, you know, you might catch a stray super and have to restart the run, but generally speaking, yeah, it's pretty stock standard. I don't think a lot of people will have a huge issue with running this exact team, but the Battle of Fate category is a little bit rough in general, so if you are looking for, you know, a way around the Battle of Fate category, your best bet is to look at the sub-units within. I think, yeah, unless you have the leads, building around it is a little bit difficult. So, yeah. But we're going to finish off Vegeta with the active skill of the physical LR 7th year units. And yeah, going to let them finish them off, and then I'll return and we'll say cheers. Alright, so finished them off, and pretty good stuff there. All really went to plan. And yeah, I think it was a very smooth run. Probably one of the smoothest, easiest categories added in, if you've got the right units. If you don't, it can be a little bit of a bitch to build around. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. Very much appreciated. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or leave a comment if you need any help. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.